All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Pragati exam preparation by Chandigarh University. We have been working on various aspects of grammar till now. We have worked on subject-verb agreement. We have worked on articles. We have worked on modals. Now we'll be going ahead and covering another aspect today. Now, this particular aspect, which is sentence correction, would require you to get information, or rather put in information from subject-verb agreement, articles, modals, and you need to correct the sentences in front of you. That means whatever we have learned till now, you need to put that into practice in this very session of sentence correction. So welcome all of you. We'll go ahead and work on this particular section, which is sentence correction. Now, when we talk about sentence correction, what does it mean? As the name states itself, it is correcting the sentence. Now, how do we correct the sentence? Please understand, whenever we're going for any sentence, we're looking at the quality of the sentence structure. We look at grammatical mistakes. So first thing that we need to see that sentence should not have any grammatical mistakes or errors. Second thing is correct sentence structure. So where verb is supposed to come, it should be present at that particular place itself. Where the subject is supposed to come, like I shared with you, a sentence is made up of subject, verb, and object. So we should know where subject will come, where verb will come, and where the object will come. Correct? Sentence structure. Third one, there should be no changes to the sentence's intended meaning. Sometimes what happens is there is a certain sentence and next to that there's another sentence. Now please understand, whatever you want to convey, it should be conveyed in a way that the other person is able to understand it, which is also a part of effective communication. Specifically, if we write, that person should be able to understand what you have written. So these all things will be taken into consideration when we go ahead with the questions of sentence correction. But before we go into the same, let's take a tour of Chandigarh University. details. Now, when we talk about sentence correction, what are the things that we need to take care of that I've already shared with you? Now, what are the tips that you need to take care of? First thing, verb must agree with the subject. That I've already shared with you in subject verb agreement. Now, subject which are linked with and are often plural. Ram and Sham are going to the party. Verbs such as besides, along, together with, they do not affect the verb. That means the verb does not change because of these words. Now, nouns which seem plural but are singular. Now, for example, news is basically singular, but we sometimes the students say that it is plural. News are not. Some students say that. It's not news are, it is news is, right? Mathematics, subject, it is, not are. Mathematics are difficult. That's wrong, right? So we need to take care of these particular things. Relative pronoun, who, which, that, they take singular or plural verb, depending on the tense. Now, let's take that forward with certain examples. Verb must agree with the subject, like I shared with you. He is singular, plays singular verb. I've already shared that with you. He drinks, he plays, he breaks. They break on the next, like Kamal and Sham are friends. Why? Both the subjects are linked with and. Then let's move forward. Words such as besides, along with, together do not affect the verb. The politician along with media men is on the way, right? Nouns which seem plural, like I told you regarding news. So news is bad. Why the? I'm talking about a specific news, right? So article we did, A is non-specific, the is specific, and comes with vowel sounds or more, right? I hope the tips are clear to each one of you. Like I said, you need to bring into the knowledge that you have gained till now through the sessions in this particular session. Knowledge regarding various parts of grammar that we did in this particular session, because we'll be correcting the sentences. Relative pronoun, like I said, who, which, that, they take singular or plural verb depending upon the antecedent. So the cyclist who won the race trained hard. Right? Where did you buy the dress that you wore yesterday? Right? So please take care of the same. Let's move further with the questions. So you have question of 4 questions. I am giving you 30 seconds. Write down the answer in the chat box. We'll start with the first question. Which part out of this sentence do you feel is not correct? Right? Let's take into consideration first question. That Shakespeare was one of the most talented writers are an understatement to those who are really familiar with the field of literature. Is there an error or no error? If there is an error, in which part of this question is there an error? So please write down the answer in the chat box. First question, which part has an error? A, B, C, D. Or there's no error. Write down in the chat box, everyone. All right, let's move on to the second one. The large companies in our area needs a cheap source of labor. Which part has error or there's no error in the sentence? Please write that down in the chat box. Second question. Which part has error? A, B, C, D. For the matter A, B, C, D is no error. So which part? Moving on to third. As he had taken only a few sips, there was still a little water left in the glass. No error. Which part has error? Is it A, B, C, D, or there is no error in this very sentence? Write that down in the chat box, everyone. The answer. We need to consider the articles, we need to consider models, we need to consider subject verb agreement. We've done that. So consider every part while writing on the answer. Let's go to fourth one. She relaxed since morning. Which option is correct? Is relaxing, maybe relaxing, relaxes, none of the above. Write the answer in the chat box, everyone. Waiting for the answers in the chat box. And let's start with the answers. First one, that Shakespeare was one of the most talented writers are an understatement. It would be is an understatement. Are would not come here. Understand certain rules that I shared with you. Second one, the large companies in our area needs. So B is wrong. Why? We're talking about companies here. So plural would need plural verb, which is a need, not needs. Third, subject verb agreement. Third, as he had taken only a few sips, there was still a little water left in the glass. There is no error in this very sentence. We discussed regarding a little and little. Fourth, she is relaxing since morning. Since is used for something which is happening beforehand. Till now. Since morning, since afternoon, since 9 a.m., since 9 p.m. Therein we use since. So she is relaxing since morning. I hope all of you got this right. If you have, please let me know out of 4, how many did you get right? Please write that down in the chat box. Out of these 4 questions, how many questions answer did you get right? Write that in the chat box, please. Moving on to the next one, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Elias mentioned you the other day. Gee, you don't look like detective. Which part has error? A, B, C, or there's no error at all? Write the answer in the chat box, everyone. 6th one. I wasn't surprised to hear that Sam have an accident as she's a very reckless driver. No error. Which question has, or which part of the question has error? 7th, my book have been missing from my room till yesterday. Or no error. 7th, which part has error? A, B, C, or there's no error at all? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Neither the Cam or the Sam is coming to the market. Which part has an error or there's no error at all? 8th question, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Write down the answer in the chat box. And if you have, I'll repeat it once again. I have been sharing that beforehand as well. If you have any queries regarding any question please post that query as well in the chat box so that we are able to handle the same. We're able to revert back to you regarding it. So let's move on to fifth one. Let's mention to you the other day. It is A. We're talking about past. So it would be mentioned you, ED, not mention you. Fifth. Sixth, I wasn't surprised to hear that Sam have an accident. We're talking about a singular person, singular subject. So that's why had an accident, right? And it is of past, so had an accident. My book have been missing from my room again. Single thing, single subject. What? Book. We're talking about book. So single, that's why singular verb has. Neither the can. Now, the would not come in front of name. Cam or Sam. So A and B both have errors as far as the is concerned. Again, neither Cam nor Sam. So A and B are wrong. Okay. I hope you got the answers correct in the chat box. Have you seen your answer? Have you seen or have you heard the correct answers? I hope you got the correct answers, understood why specific part of the sentence is incorrect. Let's move on to the next part. Hardly had he finished his meal when the cab arrived. Ninth, which part according to you is wrong or has error in question number 9? Write that down in the chat box. Which part of question number 9 has error? A, B, C, or there is no error? Answers, waiting for the answers. Okay, let's move on to the next one. 10th. The frogs at the cottage croaks very loudly. Which part has error? A, B, C. Question number 10. Which part has error? A, B, C. Frogs at the cottage croaks very loudly. Answers. Let's go to 11. Much of the machinery on these farms are unusable. Which part of question number 11 has error? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Which part has error? Please write in the chat box. I'm just looking at the answers, everyone. Need you to answer. 12. The man to whom I sold my house is very friendly. Which part has error? A, B, C. A, B, C. Which part has error? I hope you've written that down in the chat box. So let's go ahead and discuss. The 9th question, there is no error in this particular sentence. Hardly had he finished his meal when the cab arrived. When you have hardly, you use either than or when. Right? Let's go to 10th. The frogs at the cottage croaks. Frogs. Frogs. Frogs, plural. Croaks, singular. So B is wrong as far as question number 10 is concerned. 11th, much of the machinery on these farms is unusable. We are talking about collective. No, so any machine comes as a collective word, which is machinery, right? So is unusable. So C is wrong as far as 11th is concerned. 12th, the man to whom I sold my house. So A is wrong. All right. I hope all of you got the answers. All these questions are based on the discussions that we had in the previous sessions, grammar discussions, right? I hope you're getting the answers, everyone. Let's go to this one. 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 13th. Every pale tomato, slice, wilted pickle, and brown lettuce leaf cost an extra 25 cents at Bernie's. Which part is wrong if we talk about 13th question? Is it A, is it B, is it C, or is it D? Write the answer in the chat box. Which part is wrong? Let's move on to 14. Spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite. Is there any error in the sentence or there's no error? Let me know in the chat box. 14th. Is there any error in the sentence or there is no error? 14th. Answers, please. 15th. Without new taxes, the houses built before World War has lower costs than modern homes. Is there any part of 15th question wrong or is it perfectly fine? Write the answer according to you in the chat box. 16th. According to the police, the killer of the boys in both cities are probably between ages of 20 and 30. Is there any error in 16th question or there's no error at all? Answers, please. Giving you 5 seconds to write down the answers, everyone. We've already discussed the rules in the previous sessions. We're just putting them to use in this particular session through sentence correction. So let's go ahead and discuss every word that I've shared with you. Every pale tomato slice, wilted pickle, and brown lettuce leaf costs, T-O-S-T-S should be there because we've used every, costs an extra 25 cents at Bernie's. Again, subject verb agreement. Spaghetti and meatballs. When two subjects are joined together by and, but they make a single dish or a single product, we use singular verb, which is here. Spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite. That means there's no error in this particular sentence. Let's move on to the next sentence. Without new taxes, the houses built before World War had lower costs than modern homes. It would not be costs, it would be cost. Because we're talking about houses. Look at the verb. According to the police, the killer of the boys in both cities are probably killer of the boys, single person. That's why not are is would be there in this particular part, which is C. So if we talk about 16th question, part C is. I hope you've got the answers, everyone. Got the answers? So let's move on to last question, 17, 18, 19, 20. It was a so hot day that it was impossible to go out shopping. No error. 18th. There are plenty of apples in the fridge. You needn't buy any. Is there any error? Or there's no error. 19th. Matt should be lazy, but he's certainly not stupid. Is there an error or there's no error? 20th. I think we are lost. He will have given us wrong directions. error or no error? Please let me know in the chat box. Write down the answer of 17th. What is the answer? 18th, 19th, 20th. What is the answer? Let me know. Waiting for your answers in the chat box, everyone. Seventeenth, 18th, 19th, 20th. Answers? Okay, let's go ahead. 17th, it was a so hot day. So first of all, when we are using we will not use so hot day. So that means part A of 17th is wrong. Let's move on to 18th. There are plenty of apples in the fridge. You needn't buy any. There is no error in this particular sentence. 18th. 19th. Matt should be lazy. Now I shared with you, should is generally used for advice. So we would go ahead with what? We will go ahead with probability. Probability given by may, can. So Matt may be lazy, but he is certainly not stupid. So that means part A of 19th is wrong. 20th, I think we are lost. He will have given us the wrong directions. Again, he may have given us the wrong directions. So B part is wrong. I hope all of you understood regarding sentence correction. What kind of questions can come in the Pragati exam? Then how are we going to put every part of grammar into solving these sentences? Now, Mr. Amit will take you through logical reasoning aptitude session. Before that, let's go ahead and take a tour of Chandigarh University.
Hi guys, welcome again. So today we have to again start a topic first from the quant section, then we will discuss a topic from the reasoning section, right? So from the quant section, today we have to discuss a topic, algebraic formulas, right? So algebraic formula means what? We have certain formulas and we will apply the every formula, right? We will try to use it, each and every formula in a particular question, right? Let's say start with the basic formulas and we have this one, right? I hope it's visible to everyone, all the formulas, right? And these are the certain formulas, right? Number one, a plus b to the whole square. I think we all are already aware about this, right? And a minus b to the whole square, right? Is actually, if a minus b to the whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? So this is actually the formula of a minus b to the whole square, but you can also write down in this form, right? How? Because if you will write down a square plus b square plus 2ab and minus 2ab, right? And with the minus 2ab again, you can see that this is a plus b whole square, right? And this is minus 4ab, right? Similarly, here you can see that a square plus b square can be write down in this form. Actually, these are the same varieties. And for example, this formula and this formula can be represented in multiple forms, right? Like in the formula is this, but in the formula is this, but the another form of this formula is this, right? In the same way, a square plus b square can be also present in this way, because if you will expand it, a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 2ab minus 2ab plus 2ab will cancel out. Okay. In the same way, there are certain formulas. If you will open this one and this one, minus 2ab plus 2ab will cancel out, and the 2a square plus b square will remain, right? In the same way, these are the Q formula. This one is the Q formula. This one is again Q formula, right? Right. So in the next slide, we will discuss all the formulas related to the Q, right? Now, right now we have the square formula, the square formula, the square formula, the square formula, right? And this is also the square formula. And the last one, we have the square formula, a plus b plus c to the whole square. So you can write down a plus b plus c to the whole square is what? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. Okay. So we will use this formula in our question. So note down somewhere, or please remember this, right? Now after this, we have the second slide in which we have all the formulas related to the cube, right? These are the formulas, right? Number one, a plus b to the whole cube, right? A plus b to the whole cube. So the formula is what? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b, right? If there is a plus here, you can see that plus is everywhere. Plus is everywhere. But if a minus b to the whole cube, this is a cube minus b cube minus everywhere. All right. When the a cube minus b cube, you can write down it as a minus b bracket a square plus b square plus cb, and you can see that if there is a minus here, there is a plus here, right? Okay. Again, if there is a cube plus b cube, you can see that there is a plus here, but here is minus. Okay. So it's very important to remember that if there is a minus sign here before ab, plus will come. But if there is a cube plus b cube before ab, minus will come. All right. So these are the two very important formula. These are again pair of the formula, right? And we have the third one, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3ab. So the formula is a plus b plus c bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus c. All right. Now we have one more thing in related to this formula is that if you will note down here, divide and multiply with the 2. Let's say we are dividing with the 2 and multiplying with the 2. You will see that if you will multiply this whole equation with the 2, this will become x square plus x square. This will become y square plus y square. This will become z square plus z square. All right. Z square plus z square plus z square. And we have minus 2xy, minus 2xyz, and minus 2xz. Okay. So from here, we can easily understand that x square plus y square minus 2xy. So you can write down here x minus y to the whole square plus x square, z square, xz. So you can write down here x minus z ka whole square. Okay. Number 3, we have y square, z square minus 2yz. You can write down here y minus z to the whole square. So x plus y plus z by 2 bracket x minus y whole square plus x minus z whole square plus y minus z whole square. So you can represent this formula in two forms. Number 1 is this, and number 2 is this. Okay. Always remember, because somewhere this data is given in the question and somewhere this data is given. Okay. So on the basis of the what is data given in the question, we will use directly, okay, these two formulas. Okay, it depends on the which value is given in your question. All right, I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, so after this we have another slide. Now we have to discuss some formulas, right? Now let's say we have, let's use the formula first, right? In a simple question, use the formula first. After that, we will apply these formula in the question. Right? Number 1, let's say you want to find out 104 square. Right? Obviously, you all know the how to multiply 104 with the 104. We all know, but how to use formula here? So you can break 104 into part 100 plus 4 to the whole square, right? So if you will break 104 into 104, you can say that a plus b to the whole square, and you can write down it as a square plus b square to plus b square. You can see that here, right? A square plus, it's simply 2ab, right? B square. So you can say that if here A is 100 and we have B is 4, you will put 100 as on the place of A, 4 at the place of B, and AB 104. If you will solve it, you can easily get the answer. So the overall scenario is this. If you have the formula, right, you can directly, with the help of the formula, you can directly write down the result of 104 whole square. All right. Now after this, we have the question 96 to the whole square. How we can apply the formula? We all know 96 is 100 minus 4 to the whole square. So again, you can apply here a minus b to the whole square. Okay. Now how to apply? Directly a square, this is 1000, b square, this is 16, and minus 2ab, and that is 800, right? If you will add this one, and if you will subtract 2ab means 800 from it, that will be your answer, right? So you can see that your final answer will be 9216. I hope each and every student who is listening me right now, you are all are getting how to approach these questions with the help of formula. Are you getting this? Okay. So with the help of formula, you can easily find out the answer of these type of questions. Now apply these formula in some questions. Okay. And the question we have is this. Okay. You all have this question. You have x plus y value is given in the question. X square plus y square value is given in the question. You have to find out the value of x1. But try to find out answer for this one. Everybody, give me the answer for this question. Everybody, give me the answer of this question. Give me the answer of this question. If x plus y is given, x square plus y square is given, you have to find out the value of x1. How to find out the value? $16. All right. So how you can approach this question, guys? Actually, a simple scenario is this. We all know the formula, right? If you will apply the formula here, take square on both of the side, right? If you will take square on both of the side, you will get x plus y whole square is equal to 10 to the whole square. So this will become what? X square plus y square plus 2xy is equals to 100, right? And we have this value, and the value is 68 here. If you will put 68 here plus 2xy, that is equal to 100, right? So you can say that 2xy is equal to what? 100 minus 68, and that is 32. So xy will become 16, right? So there are certain students who are saying answer will be B. Guys, you are right. Definitely you are right. So how to apply the simple formula in this question? This is the logic. Okay. Now after this question, we have another question, right? And the next question we have is this. Now we have the question based on the cube, right? We have a plus b plus c is 0, and you have to find out the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube, right? How to find out the value for this one? And again, we have this, another one. X is equal to y minus z, then the value of x cube minus y cube plus z. Both are the same question. Both are the same type of question. And give me the answer for this one. Give me the answer. Give me the answer for this one. First one first. Now give me the answer of this one first. After that, we will discuss the next question. Give me the answer of this one. 3 ABC. All right. Okay, B. Okay. So how we can approach this question? We all know whenever we have a cube plus b cube plus c cube, we have one formula. And the formula we have a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to what? A plus b plus c bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc and minus ac. All right. So how to approach this question? We all know a plus b plus c is 0. If you will put this whole as 0, if you will multiply 0 with any number, with any variable, definitely this will become 0, right? So we can say that the value of this part definitely will be what? Definitely this minus 3abc will come on the right hand side, and your answer will be 3abc. And the answer given by 2 student, I think it's right, 3abc, right? So option number B is the correct. Okay. So option number B is the correct one. Okay. So after this question, we have to apply the same formula in this question. We have to apply the same formula in this question. Give me the answer, guys. Give me the answer. How to apply this formula here? Now I will tell you how to approach. We all know, if you look at here, x minus y plus z equal to 0. Okay. Now you can also write down it as x plus minus y plus z equal to 0. What does it mean? Right now we have a is x, b is not y, b is minus y, right? So if you will put at x cube, if you will put minus here, definitely this will become minus y cube. This is plus z cube, right? Okay. And minus 3a b c equals to, we have a is x minus y plus z, and this is 0. Okay, then definitely you can say that your answer will be what? Your answer will be definitely this is plus 3xyz. If you, if this part will move on the right hand side, then definitely this result will become minus 3xyz, right? So your answer will be what? In this case your answer will be C. Okay, so I think it's clear to everyone, whenever there is a formula, whenever there is a question, a cube plus b cube plus c cube, right? In that case we have the single formula, a cube c and bracket whatever we have, a plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac, right? So we all can see that most of the time your answer will depend on this part, that is a plus b plus c, right? Because this data is given 0 in both of the question, so we can directly say our answer will be what? The remaining part, that is 3abc. This answer can come with the minus sign also, this answer come with the plus sign also. It will depend on your variable is in which form, right? If one variable is in negative form, you can say that the result will be in negative form, right? If there are two minus, result again will be in the plus sign, right? So all things will depend on the sign of these variables, right? So after this thing, the next slide, right? This is the again the same pattern question. We all know the formula, and give me the answer of this one. A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. You have to find out the value of this one. We have right now we have variable value is given, right? A value is given, b value is given, c value is given, and you have to predict the result, right? A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, right? Give me the answer of this one. Give me the answer of this one. I hope if the previous question is clear to everyone, then you can give me the answer of this, right? Answer of this one. We all know the formula. A. All right. So I think the situation is clear now to everyone, is that if you will notice that A plus B plus C is what? 1.21 and 2.12 is what? That is 3.33, and we have C is minus 3.33. So if you will add these two values, definitely this will become 0. A plus B plus C is 0, right? So if these three, if the addition of these three variable is 0, so we all know what is the formula of this result. The result is A plus B plus C, and the bracket result is A square, B square, C square, minus AB, minus BC, minus AC. So if you will put 0 here, then definitely whole data will become 0, right? So your correct answer is A, and the answer given by one student is right. Okay, Stephen, your answer is right. Okay. So let's move toward the next question. Uttam Rai, right? Yes, your answer is right. Okay. So the three questions that we have discussed now are based on the single formula: a cube, b cube, c cube minus 3abc. All right. So let's move toward the next question, and we have next question as this. And give me the answer of this one. We have a by b plus b by a is equals to 1. You have to predict the value of a cube plus b cube. Give me the answer of this one, everyone, because we have the formula, right? In the first slide and the second slide, we have discussed all the formula, and you have applied those formula in the given questions. Okay. Yes. Answer for this question. Answer for this question. Answer for this question. Okay. One student is saying A. Okay. The another one is saying A. All right. So how to approach this question? There are many who are saying 2 and 3 also, right? So if you will solve it, what you will get, a square plus b square is equal to ab, and a square plus b square, that is minus a, right? So we all have the formula, a cube plus b cube is what? A plus b, a square plus b square minus ab, right? So we all know this is equal to 0. If this part is 0, then definitely this part is also 0, right? So we can say that the value of the result, a cube plus b cube, is nothing. Option B is wrong, option C is wrong, option D is wrong. The correct option, we have option number. All right. So option number A is the correct one, and I hope it's clear to each and every student how to approach a question that is based on the part, right? Okay, it's not as a cube plus b cube minus. Time you have to use the formula a cube minus b cube, right? So let's move toward the next question, and the next question we have is this, right? So this is the question. A minus b value is given, b minus c value is given, c minus a value is given, and you have to predict the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc divided by a plus b plus c. Give me the answer. Give me the answer of this one, guys. Give me the answer. Okay, solve this question, but before that, let's take a tour of the campus. Okay, after that, we will discuss the solution of this question. Don't worry. All right. So So I think everybody has tried this question. Okay, anybody can give me the answer of this one? Anybody? Okay. Inlet. It's not like that. You have to just use the formula. And every question we are applying the same formula: a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. In every question we are applying the same formula. And here also you have to apply the same formula. All right. So we all know the formula of this result: a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3ab. See, again we have the same result: a plus b plus c bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac. But right now you can see that we have a minus b, b minus c, c minus a value is given. So for this we have discussed one more formula. The formula is a plus b plus c by 2 bracket a minus b whole square, b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square. All right. So we have discussed this formula in our first slide. Okay. So there is no use of this formula here, right? So we have to use this one. So the result is what? A cube plus b cube plus c cube by abc. Definitely this will come on the denominator side. So the result will be what? 1 by 2 bracket a minus b. We have 3. 3 square we have 9. B minus c means 5. That is 25. C minus a we have 1, right? So 26 and 9. 26 and 9 we have is what? We have 35 by 2. And result will become 17.5. So the answer will be what? Answer will be C. I hope it's clear to everyone that how we can use a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc formula in a different way, right? Because the first 4 questions we have discussed is totally based on this single formula. All right. Okay. So let's move toward the next question. And the next question we have is this. A is equals to 2 plus root 3. You have to find out the value of a square plus 1 upon a square. Right. Now you all know the Q formula will not work here, right? Because the result that you have to find out is based on the square, not on Q, right? So you have to, right now you have to use the formula of the square. All right. Give me the answer of this one. A is equal to 2 plus root 3 and give me the answer of a square plus 1 upon a square. Answer of this question. Okay, one student has given answer C. Okay. Actually, for this type of question, you should be aware about one thing. What is that? Listen carefully. If you have a is equal to 2 plus root 3, right? If you want to find out the value of 1 by, how will you find out? Definitely 1 upon 2 plus root 3. And you have to multiply with the 2 minus root 3 and divide with also 2 minus root 3 so that overall result will become 1, right? So the numerator part is 2 minus root 3 and the denominator is what? This is a plus b and this is a minus b. And we all know a plus b into a minus b we have is what? A square minus b square means 2 square minus root 3 square, and that is 4 minus 3, and this is 2 minus root 3 divided by 1, right? So what does it mean when the square of this one and the square of this one will give you difference of 1? Always your another value will in the another value, the reverse value means, let's say if you have a is equal to k, right, and b is equal to 1 upon k, right? So if here and here there is only difference of 1, like this here 4 square and root 3 square is 3. If the difference is 1, then only sign will change from here to here, right? So means a value is this and 1 by a is what? 2 minus root 3, and you will put the value here. And how will you put the value? A square is what? This is 2 plus root 3 square, and the plus 1 by is 2 minus root 3 to the whole square, right? So you can say that a square plus b square plus 2ab plus 2ab, and this is plus a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? So this is cancel out. So 4 4 8 3 3 6 8 and 6 14. So C is the right answer. So your option number C is the answer. Okay, so you all can see that how we can apply the formula of a square, right, in this particular type of situation, right? Now here you cannot apply the Q formula. All right. So I hope it's clear to everyone who is listening right now, right? Let's move toward the next question. And the next question we have is this. M minus 5 and we have 2, and you have to find out the value of m cube minus 125 n cube minus 30 n. Minus 30 n. Give me the answer of this one. You all can see that right now we have to use the formula of Q. You cannot use the square formula here, right? So automatically whatever you have to find out, that will give you hint which formula you have to use. Give me the answer. Answer for this question. For this, you should be aware about the formula of a minus b to the whole cube, right? So m minus 5n, if you will take the cube here, and the right hand side is 2, definitely we have to take cube on the right hand side. So if you will apply the formula here, a minus b whole cube, so this will become a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, the bracket a minus b, and this will become what? This will become 8, right? So if you will solve it, m cube minus 5 cube is 125, n cube minus 3515 mn, and we all know m minus 5n value is given already in the question, that is 2. Okay, so this is 8, so this is 30 mn, and this is the thing that we have to find out. M cube minus 125 n cube minus 30 mn, and we all can see that your answer will be 8. Option number A is the answer. Okay, again we have to use Q formula, but not that one, minus 3abc. Right now you have to just use the formula a minus b whole cube. All right, so after this question, I hope it's clear to everyone. Now after this question, we have to discuss one new question, and this is the question again based on the cube, but find out there is any need to use the formula, or directly you can give the answer. X plus y equal to 15, you have to find out the value of x minus 10 cube plus y minus 5 whole cube. Answer for this question. Answer for this question. So you all know, you all can see that here 10 and 5 is 15. So you have to break this 15 in two parts, right? So x plus y is equal to 10 plus 5. So if you will move this 10 to the left hand side, 5 to the left hand side, this will become x minus 10 plus y minus 5, that is equal to 0. So how to predict the value of this part, we all know. So if you will take the cube here, right, plus y minus 5 to the cube here, right? So you will get what? You will get a cube plus b cube, x minus 10 cube plus, actually 1 second. So you have to use in this way. Actually, if this is 0, you all know, if you have directly, you can find out from here, right? A minus b whole cube plus y minus 5 whole cube. You can write down it as the formula. The first slide we have discussed. A cube plus b cube, right? So the formula was a plus b bracket a square plus b square minus ab, right? So we all know, if you write down the formula, a plus b, and the remaining result is what? This one. So there is no need to write down this one. Why? Because we all know this value is 0, and if you multiply 0 with anyone, definitely the overall result will be 0. So we have x minus 10 cube plus y minus 5 cube. The result will be 0, and the correct option will be A1. Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so let's move toward the next question. Okay, so how to use the formula and when to use the formula, sometime it will depend on the question, right? Because if the formula is a minus b whole cube plus b minus c whole cube, so we have the formula, right? So that's why the whole cube. So we have this formula, and we can apply directly this formula in this question. Okay. So the next one, we have the next question. We have the similar type of question. Okay, very similar, right? So again, we have 7 here. You can break this 7 in two parts, 15 and 8, right? So x minus y equal to 15 minus 8. So both value will come on the left hand side. So x minus 15 minus y minus plus 8 equal to 0. So again, x minus 15 minus common y minus 8 equal to 0. So again, you know how to apply the formula. A cube minus B cube is what? A minus B, right? X minus 15 minus Y minus 8. And you all know whatever you will write down here, there is no use of it. Why? Because this result is already 0 given in the question, right? So your answer will be 0. Okay. So again, you have to apply here this formula A cube minus B cube. The formula is what? A minus B bracket A square plus B square plus A. All right. So there is no use of this, write down this thing, right? Because this value is already 0. Okay. So I hope this thing is clear to everyone, right? So before moving to our reasoning section, okay, let's take a tour of the campus. After that, we will start our reasoning section. All right. So now we have to discuss a reasoning topic. And in the reasoning topic, guys, we have already discussed syllogism part, right? But today we have to discuss reverse of that, right? What does it mean? I will tell you with the help of example. Don't worry. Right? So we have in the definition, you itself can see that a preferable method to solve reverse syllogism is elimination method. What does it mean? First, we'll look into the option and we will eliminate the option, right? In this method, we will try to eliminate the option step by step, which cannot be answered. Okay. Now let's take one example for the better understanding of this concept. Okay. So this is the example. And you all know in the syllogs part, we have discussed statement were given in the question and we have to find out which conclusion is right, which conclusion is wrong, right? But today we have to find out which statement is right and which statement is wrong, right? It's totally reverse, right? So we all know in the syllogs part, we have to make Venn diagram on the basis of the statement, right? But right now we have 5 statements, right? So if we have 5 statements, so we have to draw 5 diagrams. No, it's not like that. That's why the definition is itself mentioned that we have to eliminate the options. How we can eliminate the option? Okay, listen very carefully. The point is we have this, right? There is no need to directly move toward the conclusion statement. Check the first options. We will eliminate the option. How we can eliminate the option? First, we will check the first conclusion only and the third conclusion only. Okay, because if you will check first and third conclusion, definitely out of 1 and 3rd, one can be wrong or both can be wrong or both are right? So definitely here itself 3 is mentioned, here it is 1 is mentioned. So automatically when you are dealing with the first option, automatically you're also dealing with the second and third option, right? So that's why I'm saying use the elimination method. Okay, so if you will approach the first option, statement 1 and 3. So look at carefully the first statement. But before that, I want to tell you one thing that we have discussed in the syllogs part, how to approach question. If your conclusion is wrong, then definitely it is 100% wrong. But if your conclusion is right, then you will win doubt, right? Because if it is right, then it should be right in every diagram. Okay, I have already discussed this definition in our syllogs part. I will repeat the same definition in this chapter again. Okay, so the point is, let's discuss with the first statement because we have first and third. First statement is we have this: sum A or B What is the general diagram? A is B, A is some ARB is like this, some BRD, then definitely some BRD is like this, and no D is E. Definitely E will be like this, right? Now, check the conclusion. Some DRB. So you can see that some DRB is 100% right here because you cannot separate the B circle and D circle from each other, right? So that's why D and B circle will always overlap, not completely, but sometime 50%, 30%. It can also be 100%, but depend on the situation, right? So some D, we can see that B and D circles cannot, we cannot separate these two circles, right? So that's why your answer will be some DRB is 100%, right? There is no confusion in that, right? Some AR no T. So some AR no T is 100% right. Some AR no T is 100% right. But listen very carefully right now. If or we have to check the another diagram, because when you are saying some AR no T, this is right. On the basis of this diagram, our second conclusion is right. But I have already discussed the definition part. It should be right in each and every possible Venn diagram, right? So let's draw another Venn diagram for the statement number 1. When you are saying some ARB and some BRD like this. When you are saying no D is E, so E can be like this. E can be like this. What is the problem? Let's say this is E. No D is E. So there is no intersection between D and E, then definitely this diagram is also possible, right? So now read the conclusion number 2, some AR no T. Now you can see that the complete A lying inside E, right? So the conclusion number 2 is wrong here. So you can know, it means both statement 1 and 3 definitely wrong. Only statement 1 definitely wrong. Okay. Now you have to check the statement number 3 now, right? Are you getting this? Why A and wrong? Why C is wrong? Because the first statement is not the correct one, right? So, and the first statement is here also, here also. You have to eliminate option number A and C. That's why this is called the elimination method. Now you will check the statement number 3. What is the statement number 3 we have? The statement number 3 we have is, the statement number 3 is all ARB. Means what? This is A, this is B, all ARB, right? Now all BRD means the D circle is this, all BRD, right? Some DRD means some DRD. Okay. So this is the general diagram. It doesn't mean that this is the only possible diagram for this situation. The statement number 3, this is the general diagram. You can also draw many diagrams, right? Now read the conclusion. Some DRB definitely B circle will lie inside the D always in every diagram. So definitely this is 100% right. Some AR no T, this is right. Some AR no T, this is right. We can see that A and E, there is no intersection A and E. Some AR no T, that's why this is right. But again, if this is right, we have doubt. Why we have doubt? Because you can see that if you remove this E circle from here, you can also draw this. Some DRE is like this. What is the problem? Some DRE. What is the problem? Some DRE. Now you will draw this diagram. Now read the conclusion number 2. Some AR not E. This is 100% wrong. So what does it mean? It means, yes, we can make one diagram, right? That is called the general diagram. Okay. But if in the general diagram your conclusion is wrong, then your conclusion is 100% wrong. But if in general diagram your conclusion is right, then you have to check in every other possible form, right? That's why in the reverse silogs, you have to spend more time, right, to approach the right one, right? Right one answer. Okay. So that's why you can see that option number B is also wrong. Okay. So let's now only remaining option we have D and E, right? Now what is the, how we can use the option? Listen very carefully. Now rejected. Now out of D and E, you will notice one thing. Only 2 is here, 2 is not here. So we will just check only 2. If 2 is right, then definitely the D1 is the right one, E is the wrong one. Okay. Now let's check the second one. Okay. The second one is what? Some ARB. So we have some ARB. Now all BRD, this is the D part, all BRD. Okay. Now no D is it. No D is it. Now if you will check the conclusion, some DRB, then definitely B circle will lie inside D, then definitely some D or B is right. There is no confusion in that. Some A are not E, some A are not E. But now read it very carefully, very carefully. Some A are not E. What does it mean? So if you will notice here, some A definitely will lie inside of the D. Definitely. Okay. Now if some A will lie inside D and there is no intersection between D and D, what does it mean? Those A which will shift toward D can never intersect with the E. That's why this is 100% right when you are saying some A are not E, because those A which will shift into the D will not intersect with the E. You can draw E diagram here also, it doesn't matter, because some A which will already shift into the D cannot intersect with the E. Okay, concentrate on the statement that I'm saying, right? Because the diagram itself is not enough to give you the correct answer, right? Thus, understanding the statement, what I'm saying, it's very important, right? Okay, so this is the logic. You can see that the second one is right here, but second is not here. This is wrong, then definitely D is the right one. Okay. Now, if I want to conclude this question, my answer will be what? The only best way to approach this type of question is what? Eliminate the options. Okay, there is no need to draw diagram for each and every statement, because you can see that we have 5 statements given the question, but if you will look into the options, fourth option is not available in the option. It means there is no need to draw diagram of the fourth statement, right? So always look into the options first, then approach the statements. Okay, so let's discuss one more question for the better understanding, right? This is the next question. Read the conclusion, read the statement, and try to find out answer. Try to find out answer, because in this question, if you will look into the option, all the options are available: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to find out answer for this question. Try to find out answer for this one. Now tell me, statement number 1 is right or wrong? If your conclusion, 2 conclusion are given, your statement number 1 is right or wrong? Tell me. Some note are coin, no coin is plastic, no, all plastic are metal. Tell me, your statement number 1 is right or wrong? Statement number 1, right or wrong? Wrong. Okay, wrong. Exactly, 1 is wrong. Okay, so what does it mean? It means, how to say 1 is wrong? If you draw the diagram for the first one, some note are coin, some note are coin. Okay, now no coin is plastic, no coin is plastic. All right, now all plastic are metal, all plastic are metal. Now if you look at the conclusion, all note being metal is a possibility. All note being metal is a possibility. Definitely this is right. For the possibility, this is right. How? Because when you are saying, listen carefully, because in this diagram, when you are saying all note being metal is a possibility, right? In this diagram is wrong, but you all know one thing, you can also draw the circle like this. When the statement is all plastic or metal, metal can be drawn like this. What is the problem? All plastic or metal. Now if you'll read the conclusion number 1, all note being metal is a possibility. Yes, it is a possibility. No note is a plastic. This is a wrong. Okay, this is a wrong. You can see that this is a wrong. This is a wrong, because in this diagram we can see that no note is a plastic. This is wrong here, right? So that's why statement number 1 is 100% wrong, right? Remove it. Okay, means option number C cannot be the right one. Okay, remove it. So there is no need to check the fifth one or not. There is no need to check the fifth one, because fifth option is not available in the A option, B option, D option, E option. All right. Now we will check. Now we will check the remaining options. And the remaining option we have is option number 2, option number 3, option number 4, right? Like this. So let's check the option number A first. Option number 3 and statement number 4. Statement number 3, statement number 4. Statement number 3 we have is this. All note are coin. All note are coin. And no coin is plastic, means there is no intersection between coin and plastic. And all plastic are metal. All plastic are metal. This is the metal setup, right? All plastic are metal. Right now, read the conclusion again. All note being metal is a possibility. All note being metal is a possibility. Yes, right now in this diagram, this is not possible, but we all know when we are saying that the all plastic are metal, the metal can be drawn like this. Is a problem. All plastic are metal. Now, if we will read the first conclusion, all note being metal is a possibility. Yes, it is possible because this circle lie inside the metal circle. This one is right. Okay. Now, the second one, no note is plastic. No note is plastic. No note is plastic. This is wrong. Okay. So this is no note is plastic. This is okay. No note is plastic. Now we have to compare the note and plastic. Now listen very carefully. Definitely note will lie inside C or coincide with the C, but N circle will never come out with the C circle, right? And we all know P and C will never intersect, means if C and P will not intersect, then definitely N, whatever will lie inside C, will not intersect with the P. And we are saying no note is plastic, that definitely this is right. So here we can conclude one thing. Definitely third statement is right, but one confusion we have. What? Here also third one, and here also third one, means from out of these two statement, out of these two options A and B, we have to check fourth also, right? After that, we will be sure about it. The A1 is the right one or E is the right one. Okay, so for that we have to check the fourth option also, right? Fourth statement also, right? So what does it mean? So if you look at the fourth statement, and the fourth statement we have is this one. Check that. No note is plastic. No note is plastic. Note and plastic. Some plastic are coin, some plastic are coin. And all metal are plastic. All metal are plastic, means definitely metal will lie inside plastic. All metal are plastic. Now read the first conclusion. All note being metal is a possibility. All note being metal is a possibility. 100% wrong. Why? Because between note and metal, there is no intersection possible in this diagram. Why? Because the metal will lie inside the plastic circle, right? So the fourth one is wrong, means A1 is the wrong one. It means only third one is the right. There is no need to check second one. Why? Because the third one is already correct, right? And there is no option here. 2 and 3 is right, right? So option number E is the right one, and this is the answer. I hope guys, I can understand this topic is a little bit difficult because you have to check in each and every option, but this is the best way that you can use, eliminate the options. All right. Okay, so let's move toward the next question. And the next question we have is this one. Give me the answer of this question. Give me the answer of this question. Two conclusions are given, 5 statements are given, and we have the 5 options. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Answer for this question. Right now, you can see that in the options, we have first also available, second also available, third also available, fourth also available. By each and every statement. Okay, there is no other option we have. So if you look into the first option, the option available is only statement 3, means you have to check the statement number 3, right? Now all mobile or laptop, this is the option. No laptop is speaker, means laptop, there is no intersection between laptop and speaker, right? And some speaker is charger, okay? Now there is an intersection between speaker and charger. Now if you will read the conclusion, some speaker are not mobile, then definitely this is a right one. This is a right one, right? This is a right one. Why this is right one? Because the conclusion is some speaker are not mobile, right? And the mobile is completely inside of the laptop peripheral, right? It means whatever will lie inside the laptop peripheral will not intersect with any circle which will lie outside the laptop circle, right? It means when we are saying some speaker are not mobile, definitely this is right. But if you will read the second conclusion, some laptop are speaker, this is already given in the question. No laptop is a speaker, means some laptop are speaker, then definitely this is a wrong one. This is a wrong conclusion. So if this conclusion is wrong, means option number A, only statement 3 is wrong one. Because whatever statement you have to choose, in that statement, your both conclusion should be right. Okay, so that's why your option number A is the wrong one. Now check the option number B, only statement 1. If you will check the statement number 1, some mobile or laptop, right? So let's draw the diagram for the first statement, right? And the first statement we have is no, some mobile or laptop, means some mobile or laptop, means definitely there is an intersection between laptop and mobile, right? No laptop is a speaker, means there is no intersection between laptop and speaker, right? And some speaker are charger, okay? Now there is an intersection between speaker and charger. Now read the conclusion. Some speaker are not mobile, and definitely this is right. Some speaker are not mobile, right? Because in this diagram this is right. But listen very carefully. We all know, if you will draw this when the statement is like this, no laptop is speaker, you can also draw the speaker circle right hand side, you can also speaker left hand side, means, and if you will draw speaker circle here, if you will read this, some speaker are not mobile, this is wrong. So there is no need to check second conclusion. So if there is no need to check second conclusion, the work is over, right? Means the option number B is wrong one, means third one is wrong, B1 is wrong. It means the remaining option we have second, fifth, fourth, right, and the first. It means we have to check now the C option. Okay, are you getting this? How to eliminate the option? This is the best way to approach these type of questions. Now check the second one and fifth one, right? So if you will check the second one, okay, just check the second one, right? Because if the second one is wrong, there is no need to check fifth one, right? So because fifth option is not available here, right? So let's check the second one. If you will check the second one, no mobile is laptop, means no mobile is laptop. All laptop are charger. Definitely the complete peripheral of laptop will lie inside the charger. No laptop or charger, means no laptop or charger. All laptop are chargers. All laptop are charger, right? Now some charger are speaker, right? There is an intersection between charger and speaker, right? Now if you will read the conclusion, some speaker are not mobile, definitely this is right here, but you can see that the speaker circle can also be drawn like this. What is the problem? Means this is wrong, means the second one is wrong, means the third, there is no need to check the C option, this is wrong. Okay, so the conclusion is that you should be aware about which circle will intersect with which circle. If you look directly, there is no need to also draw the diagram, right? Like if the circle is here, you already know, you can also stretch this circle till here, right? So this is the way you can approach this type of question. Now you will check the fourth option. Now in the fourth option, you will see that here also 4, here also 4. There is no need to check fourth one. So I will suggest you check the first one, right? And we have already checked that the first one is wrong, then definitely E option is wrong. Option number D is the remaining one, right? So you all can see that how to use elimination method in these type of question, right? So this is the result for this question. Okay. So I hope this question is clear to each and everyone. Okay. Now let's take one more example like this. This type of question can also asked where the three conclusions are given and the statements only 5 options we have, right? And you have to check one by one, right? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the answer is not given in this one. So you have to check each and every option one by one. Okay. So now let's check. Let's check the first option, and the first we have is this one. Okay. The first we have is this one. All green are violet. So all green are violet means what? Green is here, violet is here. All violet are red, definitely red will be here, right? And some red are black, definitely black will be here. And some black are yellow, definitely yellow will be here. Now read the conclusion. Some black are not violet. Some black are not violet. This is right here, but we all know black circle can be stressed here. So this is wrong, means this is wrong. Okay, first statement is wrong. Why? Because some black are not violet. This is a wrong conclusion because this black peripheral can be stretched inside of the violet circle, right? So that's why the first one is wrong. Remove it. Now check the second one. If you will check the second one, you will see that this one, some violet are red. So some violet are red, and some red are yellow. Okay, and some all black are yellow. Definitely black will lie inside yellow, right? And all green are red, means all green are red. Then definitely this will lie inside this, right? Now some black are not violet. Some black are not violet. This is right, but this black circle can be stretched in this way. Actually, this circle, and this circle can be overlapped with each other, right? So you have a good understanding, right? Because we have already discussed in the Silogs part, when we are saying some ARB, this, yes, in generalized we can draw this diagram, but some ARB can be also overlapped with each other, right? So you have the understanding of this part, right? Okay, so that's why A is wrong, B is wrong. Okay, in this way you will check C and D option, and automatically you can say that answer will be right. Okay, now I hope the things are clear to all of you. Okay, so let's take a tour of the campus. After that, I will tell you which topic we will discuss in the next class. All right. Okay, so guys, I think whatever we have discussed today is clear to everyone. Okay, if not, you can again watch the video. Okay, so in the next session we will discuss number 1, embedded puzzle in our logical reasoning section, right? And number 2, geometry, right? Number geometry question we will discuss in our next session, right? Circle based question, triangle based question. In the verbal section we will discuss idiom and phrases. All right, so goodbye till then. Okay, we will meet in our next session. Thank you.